So yes, you're welcome back again. So in this video, I'm going to be, you know, giving you the Figma interface walkthrough. All right. So let's begin from the files and project. All right. All right. So once you get your account created on Figma, all right, you are going to be having your interface is going to be looking like this. All right. And I actually have a number of files that I've opened and all. Right. So if you just want to, there's a number of things that Figma can do. As you could see here at the top right of the interface, you could see. So these are more things that Figma can do. You can use Figma to create slides for your presentations. You can design. You can use Figma to be able to create flows for your project and many more. All right. If you just want to open a new file, all right, you can just click on Control N and it opens a new file for you. All right. And it gets to load and all of those things, right? And you can actually edit the name. Yeah, it's going to be having an untitled. You can actually create it, and you can actually edit it. That's what I meant, and to change it to whatsoever that you're actually looking for. All right, you can just say practice. All right, so you have this here. You have file and asset. All right, asset is actually a a folder whereby there are a lot of things that have been created by Figma themes, all right, that you can actually make use of instead of you creating them. All right, things like you could see here iOS kits, material design kits, and many more. There are so much, and you can also add more libraries too. All right, but then that's actually when you are designing. All right, so and then you have this. So this is actually your canvas. This, as you could see, is actually your canvas, and you can actually change the color at its right hand of the panel here, where you see page. So you could see this is where you can change the color. All right, but I am a dark mode person, so I prefer to go with my dark mode. All right, so you can change the color to whatever that you're looking for. All right, so we can also come down to the tools panel as well. All right, can come down to the tools panel. So we have at this point here for the move, we have the move tool, we have the hand tool, we have the scale. All right. So as the name signifies, it is move. It means you can use this particular tool here to move element in design. All right. And then we have the hand tool. The hand tool is just like you use to move the whole interface. You get, don't worry, we're going to be having practice of how you can make use of this. And then we have scale as well. Scale is you want to scale down the size of a particular element with proportion. Do you get, with proportion, so you can make use of it instead of just drag it. Don't worry, in the practice you are going to see it more clearly. I'm just introducing you to the tools here. All right, and then we have the next one, so which is frame. And we also have section, and we also have slides used to slides. All right, and then frame is like a container in which can be able to house in your designs. All right, and then section as well is also about you holding your designs as well. All right, it's just like you're creating sections, just like the word means, sections. All right, and then we have the shapes here. So we have here for rectangle, and the shortcut for that is arrow. We have line, shortcut for that is L. Arrow, no, shortcut for that is shift plus L. And then we have circle here. We have polygon, that's triangle. We have star, and you can actually add image or video. Isn't that awesome? Yes. And then over here we also have the pen tool and the pencil tool. Both are actually different. All right. So and then we have text, and then we have comments. That's when, let's say you are working together with your team. All right, you can give a comment. Maybe you are designing, and then just give a comment about something quickly. I'm like, oh, um hey Novos, can you quickly edit this, change this color, and all of those things. And you can also tag the person's name there as well. All right, and then we also have actions here. This is like where you get to, you know find a number of things, assets and the likes, just like I spoke about the other time about assets. All right, and then that's where you can also have your plugins as well. In further videos, I'm going to also explain what plugins are, and I also have a video of this on my YouTube channel when I was explaining what plugins are. All right, plugins are actually those things that you have. You don't need to leave Figma to go and download something. Let's say, for example, now I want to download a picture. All right, instead of me going outside of Figma, so those plugins actually allow you to do what you can do outside of that particular website if it's actually on Figma. That is if. All right, so it allows you to be able to work on it right inside of Figma instead of you leaving. Just like we have remove BG here, we use it to remove the background of pictures and the likes. All right, so instead of you going to remove.bg, you can actually remove the background of any picture right here in Figma. Isn't that awesome? Yes. So those are the things that make Figma so powerful. All right, and then we could come here at this right hand of the panel. All right, you see here that we have design, and then we have prototype. All right, and then we also have this play here, we talks about for you to present. All right, and there is a lot of ways you can actually present your project. All right, but then if you click on play here, it's giving us something here. It's telling us that, let me click it again so you can see here, it said a prototype needs to have at least one frame. Do you get it now? So it needs to have at least one frame for it to be able to present something. It's because of I don't have any design here, that's why it's giving us that. All right, and then you're also having this button that's called share. So this share allows you to be able to share. Maybe you want to share the link of this file to anybody, and you can actually give restrictions to it. You can send it, you can send this link, or you can send this link as an invite to people. All right, so you can drop their emails here. You can have more than one. All right, and you'll be fine. Do you get it? So once you have it here, or you can actually say copy link, so you can give a restrictions to it that, oh, who, so there's a question here, it says who has access. All right, so meaning that who who has access to this link. Whenever anybody has access to the link, what can they do? So you set the restriction here on what they can do. Do you see? It says, is it anyone or only the people invited? So if it is only the people invited, that means only the people you added their emails to. All right, and if it is anyone, you see it gives an icon of like a globe. That means everybody, anyone. All right, so what can they do? Then you give the restrictions to what they can do. Is it that they can just view, or is it that they can edit as well? The fact that they can view means they can just see the design, but they cannot edit anything on it. But let's say you give the restriction that they can edit. All right, it means that what they can just do is they can edit the whole file. That means they can do anything, they can move any of the elements in the designs. All right, and you can actually add password to it. This was actually added, it wasn't always there in Figma, but then you have all of those things there now. And let's say you want to publish it, you want to do a design, and you want everybody to be able to have access to it. That's why you also have things like you publish to community, and all of those. All right, so you could create your variables It's some when you talk about variable, it's just something you can, you know, more like something you can reuse, and you can make use of. And at the same time, you also have styles, whereby so we have something called style guide in design, whereby you create your colors, your color palette, your text, your type scales, and all of those. And let's say you want to download your design, what you design, you want to quickly show somebody. All right, you can click on this button here. That's what the export button is for. All right, and yes, so that's just basically. So whenever you are designing, so let's come back to the left panel. All right, whenever you are designing, let's say let me quickly create a frame. All right, whenever you are designing, um let's see, let me quickly write something. Novels. All right. So whenever you are designing, you could see here that everything I'm designing, because of I created it in a frame. Remember I explained that frame, it's a what? It's an older, it hold every of the design element. All right. So everything I'm designing, you must always ensure that whatsoever you are designing it inside of a frame. So that's why you have this here. So this panel here is called layers. All right. So everything you are designing, you have it here. All right. I know you are going to be looking at it that, oh, so every all the applications, the interface that I'm seeing, so this is where the magic are being done. Absolutely yes, with just all of these tools. So Figma is basically about what you know, not necessarily about the tool that you're actually making use of. You see some designs that some people create in Figma, and you're wondering, did the human being created this? And that's actually the truth. All right. So I'm going to see you in the next video.